Good morning, guys. So I've had a massive couple of days. If you've watched the previous videos, yeah, you would have heard that my grandmother died on Friday, and so I've taken the weekend to, I guess, just sort of process that as best I can, and I'll be processing that throughout this week. So this is going to be a fucking gnarly week for me, probably. But I just want to quickly say thank you to everybody who sent such sweet and supportive messages. It really has, it's made a massive difference. I feel very seen and understood and supported. So yeah, I appreciate that. But yeah, I'm gonna try and keep working this week, because I feel like if I let myself come to a stop, I think it's just gonna make things harder, actually. So I feel like my plan at the moment is to just have a sort of healthy balance of trying to stay moving while continuing, at the same time, just giving myself grace for the ways that I'm gonna probably fuck up a lot. So that's my plan for this week. I'm gonna try and have a massive day on the computer today. I'm hoping that we can have one of our developer playtest circles tomorrow on Tuesday morning. And so before that, I want to try and get, it fucking sounds crazy, it sounds so stupidly delusional and ambitious, but I'm going to try and get a build on Steam today, privately, not publicly, because it takes days to get it approved and whatever. But I'm going to see if I can quickly tie up little loose ends for a multiplayer game and see if I can upload it by tonight. So we'll fucking see how that goes. I could drive myself fucking crazy trying to do that today, but I figure while I've got the chance to get everybody to play it, I might as well take that and run with it. So that's my plan for today. Do I have anything else to say? I really don't think so, not at the moment anyway, so I'm going to head home and get to work, and I'll see you in a bit. So I just want to say one more thing before I start to get to work, and it's just that even though I've got this plan to get this build done and to put it up and to play test it with everyone tomorrow, I think that's a good plan, but there's still a part of me inside that feels a bit stupid, and kind of I feel like I'm battling every day to get on the computer and do more work, because it's I feel like I'm investing time and energy into something which is just gonna lead to heartbreak. Or not heartbreak, but I feel like in the past, the thing that has sort of pushed me over the finish line to make a game and to go through the difficult, challenging shit to get it to the end has just been the hope that there'd be some sort of reward or payoff, in terms of making some money or having a community of players play it and really enjoy it, and that just hasn't been my experience so far. It feels like I put all this time and energy into these things and then put them out to the world, and it's dropping a fucking rock in a well and just not hearing a splash. It's you're listening and you're waiting, and then it's there's no feedback, there's no response, and it's just it's fucking heartbreaking. And so every time I fucking show up to the computer, it's I feel like I'm just, it's oh, fucking here we go again, this again. I'm gonna fucking bleed my fucking heart out, for nothing. I'm being dramatic. But yeah, I mean, that's sort of how I feel, and so it's fucking difficult, man. Like I said, I've got this plan now, but I'm sort of sitting here, and I'm going to start, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it anyway. But, it's not without that internal conflict, knowing that, it probably won't net me the things that I hope and wish for in my heart that it would net me. And so maybe the challenge for me at the moment is to try and find other reasons to see a project through to the end, rather than hoping for an algorithm to give me financial success in response, or a community of players in response. And so yeah, I think the playtest circle is a good start with that. And I guess I don't know. I'm just gonna get to work. We'll fucking get the thing done and we'll think about it later. Alright, see ya. Hey guys, so I got quite a lot done today. I felt pretty sharp and pretty good, and I think I attribute some of that to the fact that last night I slept from like 8 p.m. through to like 6 a.m. in the morning. So apparently I needed some sleep, and I've had lots of good conversations and just time spent with good friends recently, and it's really helped like unwind my nervous system, I think. And so last night I was finally able to relax. So I'm very grateful to everybody for that. So it's been a good day, and should I just show you what I've done? I've got the game up on Steam as a private game here, just in the launcher. No one can actually play it, but I can launch it like this and I can play it, and I should be able to send this to people and test it with them. Haven't tried that just yet, but you can see the overlays working in the bottom left. We're spawning in. That's it. That's how the game launches. It's meant to launch me back here, but I was holding shift and it pushed me forward using a dash ability. But anyway, this is the game. So I got a lot done today. Like, I've wrapped everything up and it should be good to test. But just to show you what I've got, I did a bunch of multiplayer stuff, but now I've got this compendium sort of thing going. So when you press F, I'm just turning that down because that's noisy for me. I have a bunch of achievements which I've put into the engine of static meshes for you to find and to take photos of, and these will be a lot nicer eventually, and when you click on them it's going to show the picture that you've taken. But basically I've got an achievement system in, so if I were to take a photo of this thing here, you can see that it switches from question mark to found, and then you get the tick on the SM statue. And so for this other one over here, this creepy motherfucker, you can see that's Larry face, and then we've got some for doors and things as well. But I just want to show you the light as you get closer to the doors. I'll come over this way and then walk up to this one. I've set it up, so that the lights turn on as you get close. So I thought that was pretty cool. But anyway, so let's jump in here. This is our level transition, which should work for multiplayer now. I set that up today, and now give it a second, everything's going to spawn in a bunch of ooh, I just got attacked by something. So these things, they launch you when they touch you, and you can see you can take photos of them, but they're like glitching around. They're like glitches in the fucking Matrix. This is the sort of theme that I want to explore with the name like Voidtender. It's like, this weird sort of glitchy simulation sort of shit. Anyway, they've despawned now because I didn't want them running around. I just wanted them to be there for a demo. But now, as you can see, we've still got our achievements here, and if I close and open the game, they're going to stay as well. They're hooked up to a save game. And so now we're just looking for the rest of these. We've got some birch trees to find, tropical trees, plants, and etc. So you run through the game and take photos of shit. Here's another one. We can zoom in like that. Found. We've got to find the rock. The FPS isn't great on this map, but it is okay. I've optimized it a little bit more than the last one. And as you can see in the bottom left of the screen, I've just got a version number, and you can press L to get some more information about the FPS and whatever. I've also got this pause menu too, with some controls in it, some functional graphics settings. I've got the sound and the music sliders working as well. So this is all stuff that I use from game to game, in which I refactor into plugins. So that has saved me a lot of time, and it's been quite easy for me to get that set up. As you can see, there's a little dude caught in there. So these are little face blocks. I've got 4 of these little face blocks running around, and you've got to try and sneak up to them to get photos of them. So there's another one over there. This is my crouching ability, and then if I can get into the grass here, got him. And I think we found that one already. Yeah. And then if I run over to them, you can see they hop, they do a little skip, and then they run away. This dashing ability is not actually in the game. This is just a cheat for me to get around. It's recognizing my Steam name. and then granting me special privileges in my own game. Here's another one. Get a photo. So those photos that are appearing on the bottom left, they're going to go in your compendium here. This is going to be like a player created compendium, and as you can see, we're starting to fill that out now. What are you? A big rock. I think we got some photos of some trees. Let me just try some lower graphic settings for a second. The FPS actually looks about the same. What if we go the dog shit settings? I actually quite like this like retro look. I kind of wanna do more of this like in future games. It's just, I don't know, I just like the aesthetic. So here we go. Oh, and even the photos on the different graphic settings actually look the same. Oh, that one didn't even show up. Isn't that interesting? Oh, yes it did. Maybe it was just like oversaturated or something. So yeah, man. Let me go back to cinematic again. Get the palm tree. And how many more have we got to find? I think that's about it. There's a plant left and a face, but I don't think I'm gonna go through and find them all. But yeah, like this is the game. Running away. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that's just about it. One of these I can't actually get because it doesn't have a collision on it. I think it's that one. The line trace from the camera actually doesn't detect it, so that's an issue. But anyway, if I press R, can I respawn? Yeah, that's just a little shortcut. And now if I go back through here, it's telling me that I've found the door as well because I've taken photos of the door. It's indiscriminate with the things that you can photograph. You can photograph and name anything that's in the game. Now, that one there I showed you in a previous video. That's just a demo for you to find the AI running around. And this one I've shown you in a previous video as well, but I just want to jump in just for the sake of it because why the fuck not? This is what I want to do. I want to do sort of freaky shit like this for the next couple of levels. So that first one was a garden, or a forest rather, or a jungle. Which was, you know, quite organic and nice looking, whereas this next one I want to have it be like really fucking bizarre, and you're going to be finding weird entities in here. So anyway, if I quit now, I can return to the hub, so that's nice. And then if I quit game, we get this little ending screen. Thanks for playing, goodbye, saving. And then when it quits, oh, it didn't show them up here. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so it adds you to a Discord server that we've got for our players. And on my other monitor it's opened up just to Steam, so you can see other games and the devlog playlist, so that you can watch that if you're interested. So that's the game. That's where we're at. It's been about, I think, probably a week, maybe a week of development. I don't know, like 5 days or something. So it's a good start. So there's quite a few different things that I could show you, but let me show you the most important ones. So I've talked recently about refactoring code into plugins. This is something I'm trying to do a lot more of, so that I can reuse stuff that I've made, but make it, you know, project agnostic, so that I can speed up the development process. And it also, I think it creates like a sense of style as well when you sort of do your systems in the same way. I think it's cool and it's unique and saves a lot of time. But anyway, one thing that I set up today in a plugin was basically I have this quit screen message, and I use this across different games, and basically it takes an input of an image, a message, and then URLs to launch when the game quits. So you would have seen that just before. So basically the way that it works is inside my plugin I just have these three assets down here: the widget, a data asset, and then a sample of how that data asset is used. This is the sample. So basically it takes in a main menu, and then it's integrated with a pause menu that I make. So whenever I click the main menu button on the pause menu, you tell it this is the map to open. So in the case of the Voidtender data asset, I've told it open the hub. When they press that button, you can just feed it a quit screen image and then also the links to open. So basically it's like just speed running, adding data to your content, and then you can just reuse the same system. So yeah, that's an interesting introduction to data assets. A little bit of a quick overview, but let me just close those down. Another way that I've used that is, so with this compendium grid here, is I have done the exact same thing. Inside of plugins, if I go to compendium content, inside achievements, I've done the exact same thing. So I've got an achievements data asset and then a sample just here, and then
what I've done is I've duplicated that sample, and then inside the Voidtender content, under achievements, I've got a compendium list just here. So basically the way this works is by creating these duplicates of the data assets from the plugins. You don't have to have any of this content here inside the plugin itself. It's like the plugin just sits behind the scenes and gives you the functionality to add things like achievements or add things like quit game screens. And then you can just populate it with whatever you want. The plugin stays small in size and doesn't create dependencies. So basically the way the achievement system works is basically I just dump the static meshes in here that I want to have become achievements in the game. And then when the player opens their widget with the F key, it just populates this list here with the achievements. And then once they take a photo of the static mesh, it ticks it off. So yeah, like this is the data asset down here. You can tell it which achievement list you want to have it used. So this is realm 1 because it's the first world, but I'm going to have 12 of them, one for each door. And then basically this is inside of the compendium grid here, this widget here. And then it's basically saying, well, for each achievement in the data asset, just create data for it. So you can tell the player that like create a button, set the image of it, give it some text like the ID of the achievement and the name of the mesh that you've got to find, and basically just tell the player that yeah, this is something that you could find. And so then maybe I'll just quickly show you the camera logic. Is basically whenever you left mouse click with the camera, I think I have a function in here somewhere. I think I just get the class of the static mesh and then just check if there's an achievement. I don't know. I can maybe go through that in detail another time. I got names displaying over players' heads. Maybe I can talk about that another time as well. One more cute little thing I'll show you is just the the AI jumping. So inside, this is in another plugin again. So Jackson's AI tasks. Maybe or sound. I think it's the run away from sound behavior. So I just made this cute little this is the task for when they hear sounds, is basically they spawn an effect like a sound, spawn a sound effect when they hear a sound, and then they start moving away from where they heard the sound, and then they do a cute little jump as well. So you would have seen that in the video as well. So anyway, that's it for the overview of the code.
Sorry, I went over all that quite quickly, but I just wanted to introduce you to some of the things that I'm making and how I work on them, and like the sort of assets I use, like the data assets and that. If you are interested in learning more about any of those specifics, feel free to reach out, either leave a comment or talk in the server or send me a DM or whatever. As I mentioned earlier, this build, I'm gonna see if we can do a playtest in our developer circle tomorrow. So if developer circle sounds like something that you're interested in as well, you're welcome to join us for that. There's just one of us every week that does like a little show and tell, and we do a play test and give feedback and just hang out. So it's a great way to meet new people and get feedback on your game and learn new things from other people as well. And yeah, next steps for this game, like I don't really know. I'm just gonna fucking keep working at it. Pray to God that it leads to some sort of like success, I guess. Would be nice, but yeah, who the fuck knows? It feels like all that sort of shit is sort of just out of my control, and the only thing that I actually can control is just showing up and just fucking doing the best that I can and just working on it, making stuff that's cool and interesting, and yeah, we'll just see where that goes. So thanks for watching, and check out the links in the description. I've got some free resources like plugins and other different services like the developer circle, but also mentoring and things like that, which are in the links in the description. So please take a minute to check that out, and see you later.